I was on or around the set here in New York on election night, 9, 10, 11, midnight. I was on until 3:30 in the morning, if I sound a little bit off right now. And it was amazing to see the change, the evolution, the tone, as we went from talking about how Hillary Clinton had this blue wall and it would be very difficult for Donald Trump to steal even one state on that electoral map, to, well, maybe it's not impossible, to, could he possibly do this, to what is a Trump presidency going to look like? And that was a microcosm of what all the networks and all of the websites and all of the newspapers were going through on a night when Donald Trump won the presidency in fashion that almost nobody in the vast journalism business thought he could do. But it wasn't just election night. It was in the months and year and a half, really, since Trump got into this race. And I've said this over and over again, as a guy who covered him in New York when he was a developer in the 80s and saw him deal with the New York tabloids. He was underestimated, misjudged. There were miscalculations by the news business every step of the way. Even after he won the White House, many didn't get it. After he won the nomination, many didn't get it. Even after the conventions, many didn't get it. Indeed, 2 weeks before Election Day, I sat on the air on Media Buzz and said it's irresponsible for some of these pundits to come out and say, well, Hillary's got this thing wrapped up, and who's going to be in her cabinet, because 2 weeks is a long time in presidential politics, and that's the way it turned out. I'm not saying I knew the magnitude of the victory that Trump would win, but it really represented a significant, really a profound failure of journalism to understand not just Donald Trump and his campaign and his appeal, but the millions of Americans frustrated, angry, wanting to blow up what they see as a broken system in Washington. Most journalists just didn't get it, or if they got it, they didn't get it deeply enough. They were in New York and Washington and Los Angeles, and they missed what was going on in the heartland. And now we've got 4 years of President Trump. It's going to be a combative relationship. This is a guy who ran against the media and did it successfully. You could almost say that Donald Trump beat the media. His supporters do not like the media, can't stand the media, and the coverage against him, I think, turned so borderline hostile and outright hostility in some cases toward the end, that none of us, we're still shaking our heads here on Wednesday morning, none of us have ever seen anything quite like this.